right, I got the sauce for you today. I know the market's been boring, but this is genuinely a massive video, and you guys know I'm not doing the daily uploads anymore. I'm only uploading when I've got real alpha, and this is one of them because we have 3 opportunities happening this year, which are genuinely rare. 2 of them are never going to happen again in history. 1 only happens once every 4 years, and I'm going to give you the playbook to maximizing these 3 events. I think they're the biggest money-making opportunity events of the year if you're in crypto. I've also got some extras for you today, prediction markets and AI, because they aren't just about crypto. But I do think if you're locked in, if you pay attention to this video, and if you genuinely execute what I'm about to show you, there are big opportunities. And of course, I'll keep you updated with these over time. So let's get into them. First, we'll cover the June event, then we'll cover the July event, then we'll get into the November event. Oh, by the way, I haven't forgotten about the Noti gang. I'm going to make up for the last few videos because I haven't done many. If you comment Noti gang, you have a chance to win $100. Let's pick some now. If you're watching this video, email the email below and we'll get $100 sent to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on my latest video. Let's go to one I did a few weeks ago. 1. And if I pick you twice, I picked you twice. You've shown up twice. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Just gave away $1,000. If I highlighted your name, email below. Obviously, we'll verify that you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. That's what you need to win. And we'll do it again next video. So let's get into the 3 money-making opportunities. And thank you guys for the support on the content recently. We had a pretty big video, I think it was last week, which was the TradingView Claude video. As you guys know, I've been spending a lot more time on AI. That's one of the reasons why I took a bit of a break from the market updates, because I was just spending time learning about AI, developing AI systems for markets, developing AI systems for trading. And that is something that I've incorporated into the entirety of my portfolio management and the entirety of my trading. And that's something we're going to do more content on. Today is a bit more pure crypto though, because I think there's some alpha. All right, event number 1 that's happening in June is the World Cup. This is the biggest sporting event in the world. It's the most watched sporting event. It has participation from pretty much every single country and only happens once every 4 years. And every single time there is a big event like this, there are opportunities to make money. I mean, even in the last World Cup, we saw Chile's, for example, have a massive run in the lead up to the World Cup. There was also a few memes which went viral during the World Cup. So this is an event where you need to be paying attention. But there are actually 4 ways to make money during the World Cup. It's not just, buying a token and holding. I want to explain each one and then I'll get into the token side. Firstly, prediction markets. There's obviously discretionary betting. If you feel like you have an edge, that is one way to make money. Technically, prediction markets are built on crypto rails. The next thing you could look at doing, and this requires a bit more effort, and it's something I'm definitely going to create content on, is AI assisted betting. So seeing if you can find an edge because AI essentially gives you a way to filter through data, right? Can you filter the data in such a way that you can find discrepancies with the order books on prediction markets? And I've actually seen people that have been doing this, building custom bots using Claude, which actually go through, scan past results, look at injuries, and take variables into account, compare that with the bookmakers, and see if there is an edge on prediction markets. And they either trade high frequency every time there's an arbitrage, because obviously these order books aren't super efficient, and they set up a bot for it, or they trade in terms of like a multi-week hold into the event. So this is a big way to make money. I have been doing a lot of research on this. I've even been running my own experiments. I just haven't done anything yet because I don't like doing videos until I've fully tested things, fully experimented with things. But that is something that I plan on doing, especially around the World Cup. So that is going to be a big one. Another thing you can do is actually LP into prediction market pools. Some prediction markets have order books. If you market make, obviously it's a bit more advanced, but I'm presenting it here in today's video anyway. There's an opportunity to make money and also cross-platform arbitrage. If there's, one prediction market with certain odds and another prediction market with another set of odds, there also can be an opportunity to make money there. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the new plays. So I can't give you any today because we're not in the World Cup yet, but it's the biggest sporting event in the world. Everyone's going to be watching that event pretty much. So there will be things that happen. There might be a meme, for example, like the Suarez, vampire meme, or there could be a token if someone bit someone, called vampire, or someone might fall over and smash their face in, and you might have, slip might become a big meme coin. So just being aware that it's the World Cup, not being naive, checking in with the news, and you can also develop AI alerting systems to actually send alerts to your phone for news. That's something I'll do. This can be a way to make money as well. And I'm sure we're also going to see, the teams that are doing well get their own fan tokens and derivatives, which you can trade during the event. So make sure to be alert, set up AI systems for this. I'll do a dedicated video on the World Cup in the future where I show you what my systems are, but these are ways that you can make money during the event. Now, the next one, which was very popular last year, is trading related tokens. These can be fan tokens. Chiliz is obviously a network which is associated with fan tokens. This one typically does see pumps into big events, like it happened last year with the World Cup. I think the big pivot point that you want to watch is this level here, the 5-8 level. If we flip this level, there could be like a repricing higher on Chiliz. Pricing in now is a little bit risky. Like I wouldn't necessarily look at getting a position here unless we had a bigger flush to the downside and we're actually holding a key level, or we break to the upside and we go into price discovery. So not my favorite play. I prefer some of the other plays, but it is something that can do well into the World Cup. And there still is time, because if you look at the dates, it's May 1st today. The World Cup starts on the 11th of June. We're still a month and 11 days away, and then it goes until July. So it's actually quite a long event, over a month. We saw Chiliz did well last time. It had a flush out prior to the event. So actually it hit a local low 28 days before the event. So that's similar to where we are now. And then it actually exploded in the weeks leading up into the event and during the event. And then during the middle of the event, it started dumping and it never recovered. So we could see something similar here where we potentially come down a bit. You see the initial profit takers that were accumulating sell off, and then you see price actually squeezing to the upside into the event. This is one that you'll obviously need to go down the lower timeframes and track pretty heavily. The other thing, I'm not seeing many people talking about this, I'm actually just going to move my face so you can see it, is exchange campaigns. You got to remember, this is a big event for Binance, for Bybit, for OKX, for Blofin. This is actually the first World Cup we've ever had where prediction markets exist. Remember 4 years ago in 2022, prediction markets didn't exist, and this could open the door for lots of incentive programs where you can make money. And if you game these systems, in terms of being smart about putting a deposit in, trading a certain minimum, not taking on a lot of risk, and then cashing out, you can actually game the system on a wider scale. So, okay, maybe it doesn't scale to tens of thousands of dollars of profit like you can with these other methods, but the exchange campaigns can make you a few $100s, in my opinion, pretty easily around the event. And that's something that around any major event, you should probably be taking advantage of. So that is the World Cup. Now let's move on to the next event, which is happening pretty much around the same time, and that is the SpaceX IPO. It might actually happen in June. Obviously, there's the Altman court case right now. Elon versus Altman potentially means it could get delayed into July, but the odds are currently suggesting it's going to happen in June. It's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, IPO in history, between $1.75 and $2 trillion. XAI is part of this. It's going to be absolutely massive, and due to such a big financial event, I do believe there will be plays in the crypto world which, associated around this event, see some highly volatile price action. Now, the first one that's obvious because it has the Elon association is Doge. We're already starting to see it tick up. In my opinion, this is a sign that early insiders are starting to accumulate. This isn't a retail-driven move yet. If Elon tweets, around the biggest financial IPO in history about Doge or SpaceX to the moon with a Doge logo or something like that, this actually could see quite a violent repricing higher. So it's definitely worth paying attention to. Personally, because, this is a large cap which has burnt me a few times leading into events like this, I'm more interested in the slightly riskier, albeit, higher reward upside meme coins and lower cap plays. And, I'm not suggesting you need to buy this or you should buy it. I'll disclose that I have bought some, but yeah, obviously do your own decision, not financial advice. But there is a meme coin right now called Asteroid. Gold says, pretty crazy how many people are trying to search and chase for the next big financial freedom type on-chain trade when it's literally right in front of their faces. I wouldn't say it's this obvious, but yeah, anyway, clearly has conviction and I like gold. He says, brother, it's called Asteroid. It's sitting at 140 mil market cap before Elon has even mentioned it again. And going into the biggest IPO in human history, SpaceX, in just a couple months, there's zero need to overcomplicate it. Look at the chart right now. It's sitting at 149. I actually bought in and I called this in the Mars High Club, as you can see here, actually live during my AMA. And then also later I posted it in the Risky Plays channel, which is where I post more of my degen stuff, some of my bets, my lower cap plays. And since I posted it, if you look at the time of posting, what was it on the 29th at 12 p.m., go to the 29th at 12 p.m., it's actually up 32% 72%, and it was up 49% at one point. So literally in a couple of days since calling it, I saw a very nice level here. I also spoke about it in depth in my AMA. It's had a nice run. So for those who aren't in the Mars High Club, we haven't slowed down. I'm still posting a lot in there. We're actually adding a lot more to the group. We've added some amazing analysts. Now we have, obviously we've had Paradise and Morin for a while, but Surf's joined us. Picasso has also joined us for equities trading if you're interested in equities. Everyone does live sessions every week. I do a private AMA every week. Morin does one, Paradise does one. Like, get in the community. If you want to make money around these events, this is still going to be the source, especially with me uploading less on YouTube for all of this. So whether it's the World Cup and plays around that, whether it's my prediction market bots, whether it's meme coins, so my active positioning in things like Asteroid, or whether it's a meme coin during the event, or whether it's the next one I'm about to speak about, which could be the biggest of them all, it's still all happening in Mars High Club. So if you aren't a member of the community, I highly suggest checking it out. Link in the description below, and come and join, because this is where it's all happening. And I have something big that's launching soon. Another product of sorts. I won't go into details. All Mars High Club members are going to get that product included in their subscription at the current price. It's going to become a no-brainer. It's potentially, I just had the light off behind me. It's potentially going to double or even quadruple the value, I think, of the group. And you're going to get access to that. So you'd be joining at a very, very, very good time. Won't go on about that even further. If you can, and you'll check it out. All right, looking at the next opportunity. This one's massive. It's in November. Some people thought it would be as soon as May, but it isn't. It is GTA 6. I mean, this is by far going to be one of the biggest cultural events of all time. I mean, it's the most hyped game launch ever, with where, UGC, so user-generated content, with AI, and just the AI space in general is heading, and game development. Like, I think this could be one of the last big video games. And I say this because I think we're going to enter into a very different world over the next decade of gaming, and we don't quite know what it's going to look like. This is probably the last major release that's going to happen in the current era of game design. And I think it's a massive cultural moment. I think everyone's going to play it. I'm going to even drop some of my work to play it. I'll probably be focusing more on the money-making opportunities, though, which we'll get into, which are more enticing for me than actually playing it. But even I'm going to play it. And guys, if you don't know much about me, I work all the time. Like, I'm obsessed with work, and if I'm playing it, it says something. It's going to be really fun. You guys are probably going to be playing it. So if everyone's playing it, why not make some money off it? So the question is, how do you make money off it? Now, I'm going to state the obvious from the crypto perspective. There will be meme coins, there will be plays, there will be all sorts of degeneracy happening around GTA 6. There might be someone, that starts some, lobby with their own crypto coin, and it's going to explode because they'll have worked out some flywheel. I think it's an opportunity for you to even launch your own coin. If you can work this out, I'll explain that in a second, and create your own flywheel. But there's going to be crypto trading opportunities, just like the World Cup. So a lot of this is just about being really alert around that time. But I think the big opportunity, if you're a bit savvy, if you're a bit of an entrepreneur, or even if you're just into AI or crypto or both, is going to actually be the picks and shovels for this. So I've got 5 ideas, and I'm going to give you the full playbook if you want it below. If you sign up for our newsletter, you can get access to it. I'll run you through that briefly in a second. I've developed a full playbook for how I think you can make money off this. Now, this isn't just ChatGPT slop. I've actually thought about this. I've spoken to people in this space, and I've come up with, this tweet actually went quite viral, but I'll explain it, in more depth for the first time today. I also touched on it a little bit in my stream over on AI Edge, but this is a big opportunity. So the first thing that you could do is you could look at AI-powered RP service. So this is basically, like, we have AI now, right? So you can use Claude to write this wasn't around last GTA, entire storylines, characters, missions, gang lore. It's very easy to now create UGCs or RP servers or, storylines or just extra add-ons for GTA. It's much easier than it used to be, or any game for that matter. And, I know this number's crazy, but if you got someone, at $15 a month and you had 10K players charging server access, that's $150K a month. Now, you might think that's crazy. People were making way more than that in the last GTA, and this is going to be bigger. Some people are going to do it. Now, I'm not saying you're necessarily going to be the one that hits the viral server, but you could genuinely make 10, 20, 30K a month quite easily from this, in my opinion. And I'm going to be doing things around that time. Haven't quite figured out my strategy because obviously I'm a creator and there are other business things that I'm doing where it plays into GTA, but I'm definitely going to be making money off this. Obviously, I'll let you guys know in MHC and maybe in a future video when I have finalized my own plan, but my plan is to make money off this. My plan is to make money off the World Cup. My plan is to make money off SpaceX. Obviously, I've already bought some Asteroid, not financial advice. I think it's very important that you accept that it's an attention economy. Attention creates flows. Why hasn't crypto performed that well recently? There hasn't been much attention. So my whole thing right now is, cutting through all the noise and finding the signal of where the attention really is. And that's why I'm making today's video, to really drill that in. And, something like GTA is a big event. So that's the first way. The second way is UGC. So you can actually create content. Content on GTA 6 already goes viral. If you're smart with distribution and clipping, you know how to distribute across social medias. You use tools like, let's say, Metrical to distribute. You build on Claude Code, a custom distribution mechanism. You use Opus Clip for clipping, and obviously there'll be a new Claude model by then. Like, you can genuinely go viral. And I think the social media aspect is going to be important for if you do want to genuinely sell something like point number one here, which is an RP server, or potentially look at some of the other stuff on this list. So viral content around GTA 6 will be huge. And if you could combine that with crypto or some sort of, token, or I'm not personally going to launch a token. I don't think it's worth it for me, but maybe for one of you, it will make sense and you can actually make money off it. Third one's in-game NPCs. I'm not going to touch on that because it's only going to be relevant probably in the PC launch. It'll be months or potentially even a year later. Number 4, build the picks and shovels. So don't actually play the game, but sell to the people who do. Asset packs, logo generators, lore templates, server management, dashboards. With AI, you can just develop and refine a better product and sell it to people that are actually playing. And then the last one, which also relies on distribution, so point 2, is AI coaching and strategy. So you can actually use AI to analyze the best GTA meta, create content around that, and actually post launch guides, etc., of how people can make money in GTA. So kind of what I'm doing now, but actually monetizing it, like teaching others how to make money in GTA, either in-game or making, real capital off GTA. So if any of this piques your interest, what I've actually done is I've taken this, some of the knowledge from myself, I've used AI, and I've also gone and done a lot of voice prompting as to how I would actually flesh out these things, and I've used that to create a master guide, a master PDF on how you can actually make money with GTA 6. It's going to be free, so just sign up for the newsletter below. You'll get amazing newsletters from us, and that'll give you access to the Instagram community. In the pinned drive, you'll be able, under the YouTube folder, you'll be able to find this GTA playbook. I think it's like 36 pages. We've gone into a lot of depth. What you can do is you can take this and you can actually put it into AI, and then you can reverse engineer based on your skill set and your situation, potentially ways that you can make money. So it's going to be available for free below. For those that want to go the extra mile and want everything live, of course, we've got Mars High Club, which I'll also link below, which is the place to be. It's basically the center of all my alpha and all of my analyst alpha. So make sure to join there for the live stuff. And just generally speaking, good to be back doing an alpha show, doing a market show. So Noti gang, represent. I'll see you in the next video. I have a very good video coming in a couple of days, which shows, I think, what is a pretty damn cool AI trading workflow. And I will see you in that one. Thanks for your time today. Peace out.